So back in the day, I used to be quite a mess. I was stressed out, I was overweight, had a whole bunch of metabolic conditions, had a bunch of autoimmune disorders, so on and so forth. And this is me trying to lose the weight, trying to build a business, trying to do a whole bunch of things more or less simultaneously. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the most easy to do and readily available biohacks that I discovered on my journey. These are things that allowed me to change my physiology, my neurochemistry, my biology, improve the way I thought, speed up the way I thought, improve decision making, so on and so forth. And they usually take anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes. I use them on myself, I use them with my clients, and I'm super happy to be sharing them with you today. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, my name's Yahya. I am the founder and creator of Record Breaker, where I help you shatter past your highest ever revenue and physical health records in the shortest amount of time by unleashing the power of your mind. And in today's video, 6 biohacks that you probably didn't even know existed. When we speak biohacking, we think supplements, we think nutrition, we think using PEMF frequencies and electromagnetic frequencies and radiation and vibration and this, that, and the other. That's true, that's biohacking, but today's biohacks are free. They're around you, they're all over the place. You can use them right now. As soon as you finish watching this video, you can use them. So the first biohack is for people who are trying to fight cancer, people who are looking to improve their energy, their mood, their hair, skin, and nails, their allergies, lung function, eyesight, decrease pain, fight inflammation, and improve their circadian rhythm. It helps you fall asleep at night when you want to. It helps you wake up when you want to. Any guesses as to what it is? It is our dear sweet friend, the sun. That's right. Sunlight is going to do all of these things for you. The way to get sunlight would be between 10 to 20 minutes every single day. I recommend the morning sun, and for those of you who live in warmer climates, I'd say try to get that sunlight before 8 o'clock, because after that, the sunlight starts becoming detrimental to your health. That's all you need to do. You've got your sunlight, your vitamin D for the day. The next biohack stimulates the growth and differentiation between the neurons and the synapses in your brain. It improves learning, it improves memory, it improves brain function overall. This is known as BDNF, brain-derived nootropic factor. Without getting into the semantics, without getting into the science, this essentially means that you learn faster, you think faster, your decision making is improved, you essentially become smarter. How do you get BDNF? Well, I like to combine biohack 1 with biohack 2. So I end up walking for 15 minutes in the morning, and you get BDNF from any aerobic form of exercise. So all you need to do while you're getting your vitamin D, just walk for 15 minutes. And the third thing you can do is maybe listen to an audiobook or listen to a podcast. That's what I do. All my learning happens in the morning while on a walk, getting my sun, improving BDNF, and decision making for the rest of my day, the rest of my week, the rest of my month. That's it. That's all you need to do. Now, the third biohack improves your ability to focus. It can calm your mind. It can remove stress and anxiety. It can also make you super creative if you wanted to. The third biohack, boys and girls, are binaural beats. These are essentially frequencies that are played in your ears. And usually the way it works is a different frequency plays in one ear and a different frequency plays in the other ear, thereby causing certain states in the brain, alpha, beta, theta, gamma, all these states, which then cause you to either relax, go to sleep, or the opposite. They can help you focus, they can help you really hone in on something, they can make you super creative. You can get binaural beats for free on the internet. You can buy them if you like. There's apps for them. I personally use Brain FM. I've been a subscriber for a long time. It doesn't really cost a lot, and I can pretty much swear by Brain FM. It really, whenever I'm going to be doing something important, some heavy duty thinking task, I'll turn on Brain FM, decide which state I want to go into, boom, get it done. Now, the fourth biohack not just improves your mental state, but it also changes your emotional state and your physical state. That's right. It can even lead to letting go of traumatic events that have happened to you. Essentially, different states of being, altered states of consciousness. This, my friends, is called somatropic breathwork. It is rhythmic diaphragmatic breathing that changes the pH value. It stimulates the lymphatic organ, creating a powerful cleansing effect and strengthening the immune system. I first learned about somatropic breathwork from Niraj Nayak, the renegade pharmacist. Shout out to him. You can look up somatropic breathwork. It is simple. It is diaphragmatic breathing. It is rhythmic. Essentially, it's rhythmic breathing. All it takes is anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes, sometimes even less, even 5 minutes, and you're done. You're in that state. The fifth biohack is for resilience in general. Mental resilience, emotional resilience, physical resilience, your heart rate, your breath rate, your pulse, and the most important one being your HRV. Heart rate variability. In the athletic world, HRV is seen as the biggest and most relevant factor to look at when assessing an athlete's recovery. If you have high HRV, you're good to go. If you have low HRV, you're probably more prone to infections, there's low immunity, you should take it easy that day. I use the concept of HRV with myself and my clients in terms of how far we can push ourselves on any given day. Essentially speaking, HRV is indirectly correlated with your heart rate. So you know how we aim for a lower resting heart rate? I often have a lower resting heart rate, somewhere in the 40s, 45, so on and so forth. I've often had doctor friends get very concerned for me because of my low resting heart rate, but it's mainly due to my background of training, essentially being an athlete for almost close to 20 years. Ask any athlete, they're gonna have a lower resting heart rate. So the lower your heart rate and the higher your HRV, that's the correlation you want to go for. Now, any guesses as to the biohack? Well, it is the HeartMath coherence and the HeartMath techniques. I was introduced to the HeartMath Institute 5 to 7 years ago, and I became an instant fan. I bought their programs, I got certified. I use it today with myself, especially to improve the coherence, the heart rate coherence between my organs, my heart, my breath rate, my pulse, so on and so forth, and to improve my HRV. So I'm going to give you 2 techniques you can use right now to help yourself with focus as well as with relaxation, deep relaxation. The first one is called box breathing. What that means is 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, 4-second hold. And you essentially form a box. Do this for about 5 minutes to 10 minutes and everything in your body will come into synchronicity. Your focus is going to go up, your cognition is going to go up, your stress will go down. You'll be in a relaxed, calm, alert state. The second technique is if you're feeling really stressed out, really worked up, you're tightly wound, you're having trouble going to sleep, you're having trouble disconnecting, relaxing. This technique is going to help mitigate all of that. This technique is essentially a 4-second inhale with an 8-second exhale. Basically speaking, when you inhale, your heart rate goes up. And when you exhale, your heart rate goes down. So the longer the exhale, the more you are biologically lowering your heart rate. So you can do 4-second inhale, 8-second exhale. You can do 6-second inhale, 12-second exhale, doesn't matter. I usually double the exhale based on the inhale, and that's all I need. And then the last biohack is going to help you recover better, recover mentally, recover emotionally, recover physically, build muscle, burn fat, improve memory, improve cognition, put 2 and 2 together, learn new concepts faster, and it's going to speed everything up. Any guesses? It's something you do every single day. The biohack is to change your REM sleep and your deep sleep and essentially get more of REM and deep. Now, I happen to run 2 businesses and I exercise. So when I'm running my businesses, I'm using my brain, I'm using my energy, I'm learning new concepts, I'm solving difficult problems. When I'm exercising, I'm pushing my physicality to its limits. I lift heavy weights. That takes a toll on my body, on my joints. So I need to recover not just mentally, but physically as well. Similarly, when I train clients, if I'm training a client who's learning for an exam, if I'm training a client who's building a new program or a project and is using a lot of mental effort, I'm going to amplify their REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep. REM sleep is responsible for everything to do with your brain, your mood, learning new concepts, improving memory. Now, the longer your REM sleep, the more recovery you're going to get, the better you're going to be emotionally the next day, the more clear, level-headed, alert, and awake you're going to be the next day. Sometimes people often have a foggy brain in the morning. If you get ample REM sleep, you're going to get rid of all of that. Similarly, if I'm training an athlete, if I'm training an actor who's getting ready for a part, they are usually pushing their body to the limit and they need to recover faster. So the more deep sleep they have, the faster they're going to recover, the better their HRV is going to be the next day. So we need to amplify the amount of deep sleep they get. Now, before I tell you how to improve REM and deep sleep, let's understand when REM sleep occurs and when deep sleep occurs. Deep sleep's window of opportunity is a lot shorter than REM sleep. Deep sleep usually occurs between, let's say, 9-10 p.m. to about 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning. That's it. That's your window of opportunity. This is why, more often than not, people who go to bed late after midnight often miss out on that critical chunk of deep sleep. So they have trouble burning fat, they have trouble with physical ailments, and they have trouble putting on muscle. REM sleep's window is much longer. REM sleep can go on for much longer. So now how do you change this? How do you influence this? How do you ensure that you're getting a lot of REM sleep and a lot of deep sleep? Here are a couple of hacks. A warm shower before bed is going to drop your body temperature. And when your body temperature is lowered, you get great sleep. You fall asleep faster. Similarly, going to sleep in a cool or cold room is going to make you fall asleep and give you good quality sleep. Thirdly, stop eating at least 4 hours before bedtime. So you know how people like having these feast meals at night? Well, beef takes longer to digest than chicken. If you're trying to amplify your sleep and you're trying to get good quality sleep, eat chicken, eat fish, things that digest faster than, let's say, red meat or salmon. They take longer to digest. I will more often than not stop about 4 to 5 hours. So I'll completely stop eating before going to bed. Because if you go to bed on a full stomach, first your stomach's going to process the food and digest it, and then it's going to get to getting the right amount of sleep. So you kind of shortchange yourself in the fact that the time that's meant to be sleeping, your body's spending that digesting. You don't want that. So time your meals accordingly. Warm showers, cool room, stop eating before bed, no caffeine after 12 noon. The half-life of caffeine is about 12 hours. So all you coffee and tea addicts, stop having all of that, let's say between 12 and 2 p.m. so that if you're winding down at about 8 o'clock, you've got less than half the caffeine you ingested earlier in the day. Stop stimulants. And the last thing, blue light. You can put on blue light blocking glasses, but if you don't want to spend the money, you can just buy a blue light blocking app and put it on your phone, put it on all your screens, because the skin is the biggest organ. And if you're surrounded by white light, your eyes are absorbing that light, your skin is absorbing that light, you're giving your body a signal that it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, whereas in reality, it's 9 o'clock at night. So you want to block all blue light or junk light as it's called. So boys and girls, those are the 6 biohacks that I love using, I make my clients use. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.